Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr. English Talks. I'm your host, Mr. English, and today we're diving into something that touches every single one of us: stress. But wait, don't click away just yet. What if I told you that stress isn't your enemy? In fact, it could be your greatest ally if you learn how to turn it into strength. That's right. In this video, we're going to explore how to transform those overwhelming moments of pressure into powerful fuel for your success. Whether you're a student cramming for exams, professional juggling deadlines, or just someone navigating the ups and downs of daily life, this is for you. We'll break it down with real stories, simple examples, and step-by-step actions you can take right away. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's turn that stress into your superpower. By the end of this, you'll feel energized and ready to tackle anything. First things first, let's talk about what stress really is. Stress is like that alarm clock buzzing in your head when things get tough. It's your body's way of saying, "Hey, pay attention. Something important is happening." It's not always bad. In fact, a little stress can push you to do your best. Think about it. Without stress, you might never study for that test or prepare for that big presentation. But when stress builds up too much, it can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders, making you tired, anxious, or even sick. The good news? You have the power to flip the script. Instead of letting stress control you, you can learn to harness it, like a surfer riding a big wave. And that's what we're going to do today, step by step. With stories and tips that will make you stronger, let me start with a story to show you what I mean. Imagine a young woman named Anna. She was just like many of you working a full-time job, learning English on the side and trying to build her dream life. One day, her boss gave her a huge project with a tight deadline. At first, Anna felt overwhelmed. Her heart raced. She couldn't sleep, and she thought, "I can't do this." But instead of giving up, Anna decided to change her mindset. She told herself, "This stress is a sign that I care about doing well. It's energy I can use." She broke the project into small tasks, took deep breaths when she felt tense, and even exercised to release the pressure. By the end, not only did she finish the project on time, but she got a promotion. Anna turned her stress into strength by seeing it as a challenge, not a threat. And you can do the same. Stories like Anna's remind us that stress is universal, but how we handle it makes all the difference. Now, why does stress happen so often in our lives? In today's fast-paced world, we're bombarded with demands, from work emails pinging at all hours to social media, showing everyone else's perfect lives. For English learners like you, stress might come from struggling with pronunciation, grammar, or even speaking in public. I remember when I first started teaching English, I was so stressed about making mistakes in front of my students. My palms would sweat and I'd stumble over words. But over time, I realized that stress was just my brain preparing me to grow. Scientists call this the stress response. It's an ancient survival tool from our caveman days. When stress helped us run from dangers like wild animals, today those dangers are deadlines or difficult conversations. But the response is the same. Your body releases hormones like adrenaline, which can make you sharper and more focused if you channel them right. So, how do we start turning stress into strength? Let's begin with the first actionable step. Change your perspective. This is huge. My friends, it's like putting on a new pair of glasses to see the world differently. Instead of thinking, "This stress is killing me," try saying, "This stress is helping me get stronger." Research from psychologists like Kelly McGonigal shows that when you view stress as a positive force, your body responds better, you get more energy and less harm to your health. Take a moment right now. Think of a stressful situation in your life. Maybe it's learning a new English idiom or preparing for a job interview. Now reframe it. Tell yourself, "This is my chance to shine." Practice this daily, and you'll notice a shift. It's simple, but powerful, like flipping a switch in your mind. Let me give you an example from history to inspire you. Think about Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He faced failure after failure, over 1,000 attempts that didn't work. Can you imagine the stress? People called him crazy, and he probably felt like quitting many times. But Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work. He turned his stress into strength by seeing each setback as a lesson. And because of that, we have light in our homes today. You might not be inventing the next big thing, but the principle is the same. When you're stressed about English, like mixing up there and there, remember Edison? Each mistake is a step closer to mastery. Use that stress to motivate you to practice more, not to hide away. Moving on to the second step, build a stress-busting routine. This is where things get practical, and energetic. Let's get you moving. Start with physical activity. Exercise is like a magic pill for stress. It releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that make you happy and strong. You don't need a gym membership. Just a 10-minute walk outside can do wonders. Picture this. You're feeling stressed after a long day of studying English vocabulary. Instead of scrolling on your phone, put on your sneakers and go for a brisk walk. As you move, focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. This simple breathing technique, called box breathing, calms your mind and turns that nervous energy into focused power. I do this before every video recording, and it transforms my stress into excitement. But don't stop. Their nutrition plays a big role too. When you're stressed, it's tempting to grab junk food, but that only makes things worse. Fuel your body with strength-building foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains. For example, bananas are packed with potassium, which helps regulate your heart during stressful times. And drink plenty of water. Dehydration can amplify stress. Make it a habit. Every morning, start your day with a healthy breakfast and a positive affirmation. Like today, I turn my stress into strength. Over time, this routine will make you resilient, like a tree that bends in the wind but doesn't break. Now, let's talk about storytelling as a tool to handle stress. Humans are wired for stories. They help us make sense of chaos. When you're stressed, try journaling your own story. Write down what's stressing you, then rewrite it with a positive twist. For instance, if you're anxious about an English conversation class, write, "I'm stressed because I might make mistakes." Then flip it. "I'm excited because each mistake teaches me something new, making me stronger." This exercise rewires your brain. I once had a student, let's call him Raj, who was terrified of speaking English in public. He started journaling his fears every night, turning them into success stories. Within months, he was confidently chatting with native speakers. You can do this too. Grab a pen and start tonight. It's empowering and turns passive stress into active strength. Another key example comes from athletes. Take Michael Jordan, the basketball legend. He was cut from his high school team. That's massive stress for a young kid dreaming of the NBA, but he used it as fuel. He practiced harder, turned disappointment into determination, and became one of the greatest ever. "I've failed over and over again in my life," he said, "and that is why I succeed." Apply this to your life. If stress hits during an English exam, use it to study smarter. Break down the material into chunks, quiz yourself, and celebrate small wins. Each time you push through, you're building mental muscles. Let's dive deeper into mindfulness, our third actionable step. Mindfulness is about being present, not letting stress drag you into worry about the future or regrets from the past. It's like training your mind to be a calm warrior. Start with meditation, just 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When stressful thoughts come, acknowledge them like clouds passing in the sky, then let them go. Apps like Headspace make it easy, even for beginners. I meditate every morning, and it turns my daily stresses into opportunities for growth. For English learners, try mindful listening. Put on an English podcast. But instead of stressing over unknown words, just absorb the flow. Over time, you'll notice your comprehension soaring. But what about when stress comes from relationships? That's a big one. Maybe you're stressed arguing with a friend or family member in English, fumbling words. Turn it into strength by practicing empathy. Listen, actively repeat back what they said to show understanding. This reduces tension and builds your communication skills. Remember the story of Nelson Mandela? He spent 27 years in prison, under immense stress, but he emerged stronger by forgiving his oppressors. He turned bitterness into leadership. You can do something similar on a smaller scale. Next time stress hits in a conversation, breathe and respond with kindness. It strengthens bonds and your English confidence. Now, let's address chronic stress, the kind that lingers like a shadow. If you're dealing with ongoing pressure, like job uncertainty while learning English, it's time for long-term strategies. Build a support network. Talk to friends. Join English clubs, or find a mentor. Sharing lightens the load. I built my channel by connecting with viewers like you. Your comments turn my stress into motivation. Also, set boundaries. Say no to extra tasks when you're overwhelmed. Prioritize sleep aim for 7 to 9 hours. It's when your body repairs and turns stress into resilience. Here's a fun example. Think of superheroes. Batman didn't become strong without stress. Losing his parents fueled his mission. You have your own origin story? Use stress as your backstory to become the hero of your life. For English, turn pronunciation stress into strength by recording yourself daily. Listen back, improve, and watch your confidence grow. As we wrap up the core steps, remember the fourth one. Celebrate progress. Every time you handle stress well, reward yourself a favorite treat, a movie night. This reinforces positive habits. Like in video games, each level beaten makes you stronger for the next. We've covered a lot. Reframing stress, building routines, mindfulness, relationships, and celebration. But let's expand with more stories. Consider J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter. She was a single mom on welfare, stressed beyond belief, rejected by publishers. But she channeled that into writing, creating a world that inspired millions. Your stress could birth your own magic, maybe a blog in English or a new career. Another technique, visualization. Picture yourself succeeding despite stress. Athletes do this. Visualize the win. For you, visualize seeing that English interview. It reduces anxiety and builds strength. Don't forget humor. Laugh at stress. Watch funny English videos. It releases tension. I laugh at my old teaching bloopers. It reminds me growth comes from imperfection. In tough times, like global events causing stress, focus on what you control. Learn English phrases for coping. This too shall pass. As we near the end, think about legacy. Turning stress into strength isn't just for now, it's for your future self. Imagine looking back, proud of how you grew. One more story. A farmer whose crops failed due to droughts. Stressful. But he innovated irrigation, becoming prosperous. Adapt like that in learning. If one method stresses you, try another. Finally, practice gratitude. List 3 things you're thankful for. Daily it shifts, focus from stress to abundance. Hugh, we've journeyed far. You've got the tools now. Start small, be consistent, and watch stress become your strength. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more motivational talks. Hit that like button, share with a friend, and comment below. What's one stress you'll turn into strength today? Thanks for watching. See you next time on Mr. English Talks.